All right. It is Monday, January 30th, 2023. We are here on the morning session to trade micro NQ futures. Market's been open for like 14 minutes now. I like to wait a little bit just to let those first few minutes settle down before we start looking for some juicy setups. So right now we'll just sit on our hands and see what's going on. The ES is absolutely just ripping up. Kind of want to see if NQ gets above this 12,110. We'll just jump in a trade right here. If it gets above this, and probably I would think we'd hit 120. It's already came up and touched VWAP once. So I think if we keep tapping it, it's a good level that if we break through it might just rip up. But we're only going to trade one MNQ at a time right now. This is a pretty small account, starting with only 250 bucks in there. And the requirements for one MNQ at a time is 100. So we're cutting it close, but I have a hard stop in Tradervue. If I lose $40, that it will just lock me out completely, so I can't trade that the rest of that day. It's trying to break through. So we're in one. See if we can keep rotating up. It's trying. The ES is at this. And if we can break through 1220, I think we just rotate up into the 30s and 40s. I kind of want to hold on to this till at least 35. Yeah, it's damn. I'm just gonna take that and not be too greedy. That's a really good. It's a really good trade. From 112 to 129, so just a little under 20 points for $33.50. And after commissions, $32.06. So now we have a little bit of a buffer. Just wait around and see if anything else looks good, and maybe make one or two more trades. One thing we did not do is even look and see if we had any news today. It's pretty important. Luckily there's nothing scheduled for today, so we got lucky there. I'm gonna put a buy at 12,130. I think if we come up and, or say if we break through 130, I'm looking for it to rotate up to 150-ish. I think that's like the comparable movement on the NASDAQ. The comparable movement from what the ES did. It broke through VWAP, came up to this previous little consolidation area. And I think the same type of move on the NASDAQ would be to at least 150, if not 170-ish. So let's see what we do. We're about to, might break through it right here. But we'll look to probably try to get out right before 150 just to capture a quick scalp. I think the ES is going to go through this volume up to 75. So if that does happen, then the NASDAQ should trail along with it. But we just need to be patient and not force anything. That was our initial thought. We don't want to jump in prematurely or look to justify changing that thought. I think with futures, it's very easy to just treat it like a game and just keep jumping in and out of trades, and you just get chopped up real quick. A bunch of little losses add up very fast, especially once you start factoring in the commissions. And then especially if you get trapped in a wrong move like this right here. If I got excited and wanted to pull this order down to below 130, I'd be eating a huge loss on this. So we'll just take this off because I don't know if that's going to happen. We're also coming up on 10 a.m. Eastern, which one of my rules is to not be in a trade at that hour rollover. A lot of I think a lot of orders like go through like from big firms and stuff or whatever, so the chart goes a little crazy. And while I have been in good trades and it's helped in my favor, it's jumped up like say 50 points in a matter of like a couple seconds. The truth can be said for going in the reverse direction, and I've gotten trapped in those as well and lost a huge chunk of change at that 10 o'clock hour. So I've created a rule for myself where 5 minutes before and probably 5 minutes after, so for that 10-minute window, I just don't trade and just watch it. So and that's very hard to sit and watch and not trade sometimes. But you won't make it if you can't follow your rules that you've set up for yourself. 10 o'clock and watch our original 130 hypothesis get watch it play out when one of my rules is to not trade right now. That would be a shame. Just had like point of control. This line right here. Move up a little bit. I think it was like down around 12,100-ish. So we'll see how that plays a role. I might just want to push everybody down. The ES is still down and around VWAP. I'm gonna go ahead and put my buy order back in here. We need to break through 130. I think if we do break through that, we'll get a little push, so hopefully we can capture, I don't know, like 8 points. We broke through, made it up to 138. The ES broke through its level as well, so let's see if we can get a little bit of a push and try and get out of this. But I don't want to give back everything. Stop right below those levels. 125, put at 123. It's 10 points. I don't want to risk more than that. The ES looks like it wants to just keep going. So can we have the NASDAQ do the same? Not sure what it wants to do. Wants to take a dump. So just gave back $18. So now we're down to 12 bucks. Biggest thing is to not let the losing trades affect you, which is much easier said than done. Like, that sucks that we had a really good trade, but that first big winner let us have a losing trade and still be green on the day. Going to maybe see if we can bounce off of VWAP if we come down here and touch it. The ES is staying well above its VWAP. So I think if we come down and touch ours, we at least get a bounce out of it. And then we have the 100 level as kind of a support. A lot of times we bounce off of the hundreds. Not always, but sometimes. I actually like the 05 better. I think we may, this is looking pretty heavy, and we just bounced off of the 117-ish. So I think if we come down to 110, we might just flush through it and maybe hit this support down here around 05. And then the same thing plays out, that we still have the 100 right beneath that. Or we might just rip right out of the 115-ish. We are not always right. A little bit of a bounce, not much. It's kind of what I was thinking. Bounced up 8 points so far. Get 10, but I still feel like it feels a little heavy. And coming back down, testing another little teeny tiny bounce. Where did I think I had that first one at 112. Still just seems pretty heavy. And this volume just, point of control just flipped on the ES up to the top, which typically indicates a flush. I don't want to buy that. I think we want to go short here. I'm just going to go short. It feels super heavy. Everything just feels like it wants to rip down. And I'm just going to get out right there. About 7 points. That's a perfect little scalp. Everything feels real heavy though. I mean, on the ES, if we can, it feels like it just wants to rotate all the way down to VWAP, which is 10 points on the ES, which should drag the NASDAQ with it. If we can go below the 100, take another short. That's why it's good to just sit and watch and kind of see the price action. All the other things aside, we could just see it. We could just see the price movement. It just kept wanting, it would come up and then just want to shoot right back down. And it just kept wanting to flush down, which it eventually did. We had the support at VWAP, and 1, 2, 3, 4th time we just flushed right through. And I should have probably kept that order over here underneath the 100. That's all right. Maybe we come back up and test the 100. ES is still wanting to drop. Everything wants to. Typically see bounces at the 80 level. Put a buy in there and see if we can get a little bounce for a small scalp. But we're gonna keep that. Try to get out real quick. Not much of a bounce. I don't like that. It doesn't feel very good. I was expecting a quick bounce out, come down, test 80, maybe pop back up to 90, but it didn't do that immediately, so I don't want to hold on to it. That was pay back $5 plus whatever commissions were. So we've had 2 winners, 2 losers. Let me make this bigger. 2 winners, 2 losers with commissions and everything, up $17. With 1 micro NASDAQ future. That's kind of the movement I was wanting with the 80, bouncing off of the 80 level. I was just scared because I was expecting that to happen kind of immediately. We would have taken 6 points of drawdown and then bounced up, and we could have got filled up here at 90 for like 10 points, but I just really didn't want to risk it. Everything felt super heavy, so I didn't want to risk it just flushing down to like 60. I think 60 would be the next level that we go test if we're going to keep this downward movement. We're down here at the close on the day, and we just break right through them, I guess. I don't want to see a bounce out of this, so I'm going to jump in long. VWAP, or ES is going down and testing its VWAP. We're at the lows on the day for the NQ. I think that's a good chance of a little bounce out of that. I don't want to risk new daily lows, so we're going to put a sell right beneath where the previous low. See if we can get at least like 10 points out of this. Just ranging right around those lows. I want to give this a little bit of room. I only moved it down 1 point. It's all right. There's our little bit of a bounce out. I'm gonna just take that. Still feels kind of heavy, but it's 8 points, $15. That's 5 trades total. I used to have a rule where I would only trade 5, do 5 trades a day, assuming I don't hit my loss limit, whichever one comes first. But 3 winning trades for 62. We kept our losing trades pretty tight, only $23, so $11 each. That's like what, 5 points, 5 points a trade for losing. Average, we're up 31.80 with 1 MNQ at a time. $31 on a $250 account is pretty good, I think. So I think we just call it there. Yeah, we got our bounce out of that 60 level, and then we flushed and made new lows. And doing 5 trades, being green, I'm happy with that. I don't want to keep risking it. I can feel myself getting a little excited. I would like to keep trading, but I need to not be greedy and be happy with what I've got. We're not ending red. We didn't hit our loss limit. So that's a great trading session. Traded for about 30 to 40 minutes, and making $30 in that time is great, considering we're working with only $2 a point. So that's that.